46 car of Craig Lutz as we go green. Wheel to wheel into turn one. They were bumping those Hoosier slicks down the front stretch just a little bit. It was the 3 of Swanson who was the last driver to line up alongside Bonsignor for a restart, and there's contact. In the top 5 positions, there was bumper-to-bumper contact. Everybody stays pointed the right direction, though. Sapienza might have been the loser in that, as Hirschman goes by Sapienza. Kobe takes a spot back from Sapienza, and there's the 7 of McKennedy. Sapienza didn't just get shoved to the outside lane. He either had to hit the brakes or nearly got crossed up, because he is now backing up through this field after a solid run. Getting back on tour from the injury in 2019, he now falls back outside the top 5. McKennedy in the 7, the super modified winner here a couple of years ago. Right on the rear bumper of defending Tour champion Kobe. And now another move made to the inside by the 85 of Ronnie Silk. Silk takes a spot away. Sapienza has something amiss on the 36 car, but it's a handling problem. You wonder if it might come from that brush with the wall in the first segment, but he is dropping back. The 25 car of Calvin Carroll, former Rookie of the Year, is the next one to challenge Sapienza. There you see the 85 of Ronnie Silk. So many wins on the tour, so many wins in unsanctioned competition before Silk became a tour regular and then earned the division championship back in 2011. And there goes McKennedy, passing the defending champion Kobe. McKennedy in the Tommy Baldwin Racing entry coming to life here after the restart, as we're on lap 118 of 133. Very quickly, McKennedy looks to the inside of the Hirschman number 60. Just a few moments ago, the number 3 of Swanson was part of a lead battle on a previous restart. And now the 7 of McKennedy. He has taken the 4th spot away from Hirschman. He's challenging for 3rd. The car number 3 of Swanson will now surrender position number 3 on lap 120 as McKennedy is the man on the move. Remember, that flat tire had him losing several positions just before the 5-minute race break at lap 70. And now new life for McKennedy as he hits the scoring line. Race leader Bonsignor is entering turn 2. So a lot of distance to make up for the number 7, who may be one of the fastest cars on the racetrack right now. That's 7NY, the legendary number of Tiger Tommy Baldwin. And now Tommy Baldwin Racing, the next generation of Baldwin racers fielding this machine after years and years of successful cup racing. And it's McKennedy behind the wheel pulling away from the number 3 machine of Swanson, who's in 4th. Hirschman in the 60 in 5th place. Now Silk in the 85, trying to take a top 10 spot away from your second quick qualifier, Kobe. Kobe in the 10, his maiden voyage as a car owner driver in the NASCAR Tour. Trying to defend his spot from the 85 of Silk. That'll be the battle for 6th position. 2 former NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champions here in the closing laps. Hirschman all over the back of Swanson. Hirschman's father, a former driver of the Bowler number 3 car. And now Matt Hirschman looking to the inside of Swanson. He's got the preferred lane in turn number 3. But Swanson defends the position as we're working lap 125 of 133. Best battle on the speedway is this 4th position fight, 4 cars strong. Hirschman trying to grab the spot from Swanson. Silk trying to take the spot from Kobe. All 4 cars racing under a blanket here at Jennerstown Speedway. And while the 7 of McKennedy has driven far away from this battle, he is still a long way from challenging Lutz for 2nd as Bonsignor has led from the drop of the green. No challenge up front, so we're watching the wheel-to-wheel fight between Hirschman in the 60 and Swanson, the former quarter midget racer, in car number 3. Swanson been behind the wheel of racing machines since age 13. Took the wheel of a modified back in 2015, but Matt Hirschman in his home state takes away position number 4 as we work lap number 128. Bonsignor running away with the lead. 2nd place Lutz. There we see the 51 of your race leader as we work lap 129 and the distance back to the 46 of Lutz. Lutz may be gaining a little but he will run out of time without a caution flag here before he can challenge Bonsignor unless something goes seriously wrong with the 51 machine as we have 3 laps to go. There is the interval back to Hirschman, and Hirschman, as per usual, saving a little bit for the end of this race, but not quite enough to be a podium finisher today as we are winding down the laps, and that action for the 5th position remains heated. Swanson had a great run all day today, still showing in the 5th position. A great run for one of the youngest drivers in the top 10 right now. As the white flag is displayed for your leader heading into turn number 1. The driver of the 51 car who set the fastest time in qualifying today. The driver who has dominated this event in the Kenneth Massa Motorsports machine. From Holtville, New York, Justin Bonsignor is a winner at Jennerstown Speedway in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Wade Sutton Memorial 133. He picks up the win over the 46 car of Craig Lutz, the 7th place starter. Finishing in 3rd position will be the 7 with a late race burst, John McKennedy. Finishing in the 4th spot, the 60 of Matt Hirschman. And coming home in the 5th position, it will be the 25 of Calvin Carroll, the former Rookie of the Year, who had a great late race burst, getting by a former series champion in the form of Ron Silk to crack the top 5. And now the number 51 machine of Justin Bonsignor will take a victory lap in honor of Wade Cole at the Jennerstown Speedway complex. The Sunoco checkered flag. And Justin Bonsignor, last season, he finished 2nd in the championship point standings after earning the title back in 2018. He sits 8th on the career win list. He had such a surge in the last part of the season last year, this being his 27th career victory and his first here on the big half mile of the Jennerstown Speedway complex. You are looking at the driver who will be the favorite when this tour returns to this half mile facility on August 22nd.